It's I.A.G Farms. It's all about God. As y'all can see, we're not on I.A.G Farms today, and we're actually right across the road or next door at my neighbor's property. And I don't know if y'all remember that other video where we came and got some of these wood chips here. But he has a big pile of wood chips here that were chipped up. He had a forestry mulch come over here and clear some land, and I've just been working this pile down a little bit at a time. And I'm gonna try to get the rest of this pile today, move it over to our property so we can use it in pig pens, in the garden, and different areas like that. But let me just turn around and y'all see how big this pile is. Yeah, so the first time I came and got some of these wood chips, he helped me out and he brought his dump trailer. But I told him, I said, what I can do is, so that I won't have to, bother you to get wood chips every time I need them, I can go ahead and try to get the rest of these wood chips and just dump them over the fence, because right across this fence line right here, if you can see it, I know it's all growed up, but right across this fence line is our property. So what I'm gonna try to do is just scoop them and then just dump them over the fence line, and then we can just work them, and drag them onto the property. So we'll see how that works, see if it's a crazy idea or if it's genius. But I'm gonna just set the camera up, and I'm gonna just get to work to try to get all these wood chips moved. There's a whole lot of them, for real. So I'm gonna go and get to work and see if I can get it done before it starts getting too hot out here. We actually have a little bit of shade in some of the areas out here, so it should be good. But there's only one way to get it done, and that's to do it. So let's get it done, y'all. Y'all stick around for today's journey.
Nothing is really what it seems anyway. Now little by little, in the twilight's gentle flow, in the dance of fading light we grow.
Alright, y'all, I got all these wood chips. As y'all can see, that big pile that was formerly right here is now, I across the fence line. And this old bad boy tractor did his job, does a good job, especially doing dirt work like that. My old tractor had a 4600. It was like a 1960 tractor, like an antique, and it had a different type of bucket on there, and it didn't do good with doing dirt work and scooping mulch and things like that. But y'all can see now the wood chips are now lined up here. But y'all can see now the wood chips are now lined up here, and we got a nice little pile. What I probably do is when I get on the other side, on our side of the property, I just kind of back drag it and get it away from the fence a little bit. So as I'm scooping it, I don't push it into the fence too much. But that's done, and I'm finna get ready to hop back on the tractor and head back to our side of the property. So let's get on back to I.A.G Farms, even though it's just a skip and a hop across the fence line. So got this done, and we'll see what else we can get into today. Y'all stick around. All right, y'all, I'm just getting done my break. I went in and cooled down a little bit. Got some liquids in me, and I'm getting ready to hop back on the tractor. I'm actually gonna go in the animal pens in here and kind of do a little bit of bush hogging. I'm not getting it low, but there's a lot of weeds that have grown up, and it's kind of stifling out the grass. We've kind of been in a little mini drought. It was raining a whole lot for a couple weeks, and then it stopped raining for a couple weeks. So I'm expecting some rain to be coming soon, and I want that rain to be able to get down to the real grass, so they can grow the grass for the animals and not just water the weeds. So I'm gonna get in there with the tractor and just, you know, touch up the grass, just cut it, kind of have the bush hog. I'm gonna go out here and see what Megan and the boys got going on first. They're out here doing their farm chores this evening. Bar side looking good. Yeah, I got out here yesterday and framed up the gable ends, and so they're ready for OSB. How y'all doing out here?
Hey.
Yeah. Going good. Getting ready to get back to work. Coming to check on y'all.
Dad was?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
It's good. I sprayed them because I had to spray them again yesterday up there because they were back swarming in that spot again. Yeah. So what y'all got going on out here?
So you see, it's, I forget what this sonar tube.
Sonotube.
Sonotube. They still have the cardboard wrapping.
Yeah.
And me and the boys decided we could pull it off and make expose the concrete pillars and make the barn look nice. So that's a good job for us. So we're doing some of that detail work right now.
I'm gonna get y'all something that'll help y'all. See if I can speed that process up for y'all a little bit. You don't even have to use the door for the barn anymore.
Oh, really?
You just go through here instead of going over there. Yeah. See if I can get them my box blades out.
Okay.
Instead of having to rip it.
We have kids scissors.
Oh yeah. That thing caught my sunglasses twice. Who did this? Who's responsible for this?
I don't know.
Knocking my sunglasses off.
Now it's my
Probably been a raccoon up there or something.
yeah, it was my thing, but I don't know why.
Oh, it is.
All right.
Let's see if I can. Here we go. Back on up, because you about to poke me in the eye with those scissors. You swinging them things around like you don't know that they can hurt somebody.
Everything's sharp. Yeah, for real.
You can get all the way through at the top. Like y'all got most of it off right down there.
Yeah, it's kind of loose stuff.
Yep.
Those layers kind of get you because that bottom layer is pretty much stuck to the concrete.
Yeah, it's thick, man. Cause I can feel it, I'm not on concrete yet. I'm on it a little bit down here. Down there. I think I'm at concrete now.
Oh, yeah. It
Yep,
does.
so once you get it past
Yeah,
that,
it does.
you floor it out.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa. That's a good time, dude.
Alright, here you go. I'll let y'all use this.
Thank you.
Don't hurt nobody.
I'll try not to.
Yeah, and y'all can also get a flat head. Like once you get it that other point, you can stick a flat head down through the top and kind of loosen it.
Okay.
There should be a flathead in here somewhere. See if I can find that. This might work. Probably use this as well. Like, stick it down in the top. And kind of pry it.
Okay.
There you go.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Got plenty of tools in there.
I see.
Feel free to use the ones that don't have like battery powered saws on them. Y'all can have anything battery powered. You can use some manual stuff. You can't hurt yourself too bad with stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I was just coming to check on y'all, see what y'all had going on.
Well, thank you.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead.
Appreciate your help.
All right, y'all, they seem to be doing pretty good over here, working that down. And y'all can kind of see what they're talking about clearing out the paper from around the sonotube. Because they've been like this for over a year. And we're just trying to kind of clean things up because it looks a whole lot better looking at the actual concrete instead of looking at the, that cardboard paper from the sonotube. But all right, y'all, I'm gonna just get y'all set up, and I'm not gonna do too much more work today. I'm gonna just get on the tractor, like I said, and peel around a little bit and try to improve these pastures for the sheep. And let me just show y'all this grass that I'm talking about, these weeds that I'm talking about before I hop on the tractor. So let's see if y'all can see these weeds here that I'm gonna knock down. These weeds here, the sheep don't eat them. They don't like them. So they just eat all the grass around them. And those weeds are like all out through this pasture here. And it's mainly just this section right here that they're in. And like I said, I'm gonna get in here and knock down all that stuff just to get that stuff out the way. Like I say, so the sun and the rain can get to the good grass. Because as you see, they've scalped. They've scalped all this grass in here. It gets a little bit, it gets thicker back in that area back there. But like I said, they're just eating around all these weeds, and I'm gonna try to get these weeds down so that the grass can grow in for them. All right, y'all, let me get back on the tractor and get back to work. So y'all just stick around. right, y'all, I got this section over here, bush hogged and mowed down, and it looks so much better. I don't know if y'all can tell the dramatic difference or not, but it almost looked like there wasn't any grass out here because those weeds were just overshadowing everything and sucking the life from the grass. And I started to notice that the sheep had eaten all the grass because I didn't want to cut the grass down, you know, in the middle of summer when it was, you know, just when it was thickest, cut their food down. But once I noticed that they had eaten all the grass down to a certain length, I said I can get in here and knock those weeds down now and not disturb any of their grass. But as you can see, I only cut the grass so tall. That's about the length from my fingertips to a little bit past my wrist. So that's still pretty tall. Like I said, I was just going through, just cutting it pretty high. I'll probably come back and push some of these limbs that are falling out of this pecan tree here. Push some of these limbs to the side and get some more of these weeds here. Because grass will grow in all these spots. Any spot that the sun is touching, the grass will grow in thick for the sheep. So I know they're gonna love this because they probably couldn't find the grass as good. Here they come now. Sheep, I got a surprise for y'all. I got all them weeds out the way for y'all. They said we ain't studying you. Let's get on around him. He might try to catch us or something. What's a little bit want to come over. But yeah, I got all those weeds out of the way. I'll probably go into this other pasture over here by the pond and do the same thing. But first, I'm gonna come over here. And we kind of talked to y'all about this on the last video about not wanting to put the animals on the barn site because our vision for the barn is kind of changing. It's gonna be like a chill spot, a spot where we can, you know, I can still pull equipment under the shelter of the barn and change oil and stuff like that. But it's not gonna necessarily be an equipment storage barn. It's gonna be more like if we get a cow that we want to milk, a milking barn, might want to milk some sheep, just doing stuff like that. And also being able to come out and just chill up under there, plant a garden beside it, just get shade from the barn, be able to sit around a wood stove in the wintertime and drink coffee. But so we're kind of changing our vision because we have some plans to make this barn super nice. And Megan is working on some plans about the type of siding and the colors and everything. So we're gonna try to get it real nice. We don't want the animals to get in there and mess it up. And so, but we need a spot to overwinter our sheep at mainly, and also to separate our rams at before breeding season. And so we brought y'all out to this section right here in the last video, and y'all saw it from outside the fence. But we talked about from that pole to this pole here, if you can see that one right there, that we were gonna stretch some fencing between those two poles there. But there's some overgrowth here, if you can see. If I come straight down the line from there, that fencing will go straight down through this line and come straight down through here. And so what I need to do is I need to take the tractor and clear all this out right here. And that shouldn't take too much of a that shouldn't be too big of a job for that bad boy, because with that piranha tooth on the front, I don't know if y'all know about this piranha tooth or not. But actually a subscriber came and put this on, and thank you to those subscribers, because this thing turns the tractor into like a little mini bulldozer. For real. You can dig up dirt, dig trenches, push down trees, and instead of just pushing them down and breaking them off, it actually grabs onto them and uproots them. Like it takes the roots with them. It just pushes them over just like a bulldozer. But that's what I'm gonna come in here and do now, is just clear a path for that fencing that we're gonna put in right here while I got the tractor in here, because I only come in here every so often to do tractor work. So I want to go ahead and do everything I need to do in here for the next 6 months or so, because I probably won't have the tractor back in these pastures again for a long time. So let me get these few trees pushed down, and then we'll see if we can get into this other part of pasture and see how many weeds are grown up over there, because mainly the main area with weeds was right in this section right here, because it's kind of like the bottom. Those weeds like to grow like in the watershed, and so everything else is kind of like sloped and on high ground. And that point right there was where the ground kind of levels out, and then it starts to flow off the property where the creek and everything is at. But let me get these couple trees pushed down, and then we'll just see what else we can get into, y'all. Y'all stick around. All right, y'all, it's been a long day and I'm good and tired, and I think I'm about done for the day. As y'all saw, I got wood chips dumped to the sows over here in this pen, and I don't think I got it on camera, but I also dumped 1 scoop of wood chips to the boars over here. They didn't need as much because I had given them some probably about 2 months ago or something like that. But I just put these sows in here, so they need a fresh bed of wood chips, and all I have to do is just dump it in the pile. And as you can see, the pigs, they root through it and just have fun, and they eat some of the the sticks and everything, and they spread it out. So probably by tomorrow they'll have this all spread out evenly all over the pen. And the boars, the same thing. Like I said, they'll root through it and eat what they want to and gnaw on what they want to, eat the little grass that's in there and everything, the little greenery, and then they'll just spread it out all around and get it how they want to get it. But I'm gonna try to walk y'all around and kind of just show y'all everything I did today. I'll show y'all what Megan and the boys did first, and we'll just work our way down to that wood chip pile, and then we'll end the video down there. Yeah, I think they Megan and the boys there in the inside, I think they got done with everything they want to do outside today. I think she's inside feeding Benjamin, and just the boys are getting things to drink and everything. Yeah, they have it looking good down here. I see they missed 1 pillar, but you see they got most of these pillars uncovered. I see they forgot this one right here. They probably didn't see it. That little footer right there. But as you can see, they got all of these done, and it looks good. It looks a whole lot better with those pillars just being concrete instead of having the sonotube still on there. Like I said, when we did it, we just left that sonotube wrap on there. Like I say, we just kind of moved on to other projects. But they had it looking good. Looks a whole lot better. Like I said, we're just trying to get this whole barn site cleaned up and get this barn finished off. And y'all stay tuned for what type of siding and what color of siding we do on the barn. That should be fun. Yeah, we're kind of working through the siding and everything and some of the plans on the barn. And so those things will be coming together pretty soon. Whew, that water's good. I love it. But let me show y'all what I did in the pastures. Let me see if I can show y'all from the outside without having to go in. So first off, it was only one tree, the one right here, that I couldn't get up because, like I said, the root ball is just a little bit too well established. I come through with the chainsaw and get that one down. But you can see that I got it clear from this post here all the way down to that post there. And so we'll be able to easily stretch our fence going across that line. And Megan said something about using cattle panels, and that's actually a good idea because I actually could use T-posts. Just put T-post every you know, 10 feet, 12 feet, something like that, because the cattle panels are 16 feet long. And that'll probably be about maybe 5 or 6 cattle panels. And I think I have cattle panels already, so I might end up using cattle panels here instead of stretching fence, but we'll see. I also came in, as y'all saw, and knocked down a lot of those weeds. Anywhere that there were weeds in these pastures, those weeds that I showed y'all, I knocked them down. There may be a couple here or there, like around obstructions that I couldn't get to, like right in this area right here. I'm gonna get Megan and the boys to come out and get all these hose, pipes, and step-in posts and old buckets and stuff from inside renovations. Get that cleaned up, then I can get those little couple weeds there. And then I really didn't do anything in this section right here. Like I said, I need to get some of those sticks and limbs and stuff up there falling. And then there's another section where it was a lot of those weeds at as well. This section didn't have too many right in here. There was a couple that I got out of there, but for some reason, I think it's because it's a lot of clover grows right here. But you can see that the sheep, they really scalp this area right here. There's another area up there they do the same thing, but I don't know why they really scalp the area right by the fence line, and then further back in the pastures they just graze on it. I'm not sure why they do that, but they do the same thing every year. But yeah, this is a section right here, and the grass was kind of long in this section. I think it was so many of those little weeds that the sheep couldn't even find the grass, because this section the grass is nice right here. There's a lot of forage. Like I said, you see how thick it is. They hadn't even really been eating right here. Like I said, I don't know why they don't like that spot, but I got a bunch of those weeds out of this section. Like I said, those are those weeds there. Those are too close to the fence line. I couldn't get those. And let's go down here and look at this this pile down here. Whew. All right, let's show y'all one more thing, and then we can go ahead and end today's video and go to bed. Yeah, take a nap or something. Oh yeah, but no, it's fun. I love it. I love doing this type of work. I love being outside. Like I said, sometimes the inside renovations, doing renovations on a house and indoors, you know, it's kind of boring at sometimes because you're inside and I like to be outside. It's kind of hard because I be inside doing renovations and I look outside and it'll be sunny and I think about how I could be outside cutting grass or splitting firewood or sawing up firewood or stretching fence or building barns. So I love being out here. But yeah, as y'all can see, I've already started using this pile of wood chips that we got this morning, and it's just amazing how everything has come full circle, because we started down here early in the morning, you know, probably around 8-9 o'clock, and at the end of the day, you know, around 6:30, this is where we're ending. And so it's just a beautiful thing to see the fruit of your labors just immediately, like to see your labors immediately bear fruit is what I'm trying to say. So it's a beautiful thing, and I'm glad that we had these piles of wood chips, because with these wood chips it makes it to where we don't have to try to move our pigs, and our pigs are in a healthier environment. It's dry, and they don't have to worry about walling around the mud, even though they want to wall around the mud. We don't want them to wall around the mud. But yeah, got a nice pile of wood chips, and we can use this for gardening. We can use this in our front yard in bare spots to add organic matter to the soil. There's just so many uses for wood chips like this. And I actually like these wood chips because they're nice and thick, like from a forestry mulcher. Sometimes the wood chips, the other wood chips that I've gotten, the ones that I buy from the store or other ones I've gotten, they're ground up so fine, they break down too fast. Because these right here, they have a mixture of like bigger sticks they have stuff like this size all the way down to like fine matter like that right there. And that's what we need, because it stays there for a while. Because with those pigs, they turn it over so much, like all day. They're just working on turning it over, turning it over, turning it over. And the more that they turn it over, the faster it breaks down, which is good for compost, using it for the garden. But we want those wood chips to stay in there, you know, for a month at a time, 2 months at a time, and only have to put a new scoop in there every so often. But yeah, so I love it. It's just a super blessing and a miracle that our neighbor was able to bless us with those wood chips. But anyway, y'all, everything has come full circle. And I'm ready to full circle and go get in the bed to go take a shower and sit back. And I have a long night ahead of me because I have to edit. I have videos to edit for the ranch, videos to edit for the farm down here. And so it's gonna be a fun night, a big old pot of coffee. That's what it's gonna be. All right, y'all, I'll just see y'all on the next one. It's I.A.G Farms. It's all about God. See y'all on the next one.